That is what I'm saying. I think it was about 4, maybe 5 frags whipping out the scout. We saw some scout frags in his open.
Yeah, look, hamstrung both teams. But one a little bit more so than the other. Blade used to be back in the server against me once upon a time. I think I was just having a look. The last time I played against him, he beat me. And then that was, I think, the last tournament I did play. So thanks, Blade. But look, getting this one underway for NaVi, it is going to be difficult. If JL can drop 30 again, a good opportunity to try and push the issue here today. But new game. New issues.
I love.
Yeah, some new attitudes.
Well, exactly. That's where I was going. JL's attitude. When interviewed about his performance, he said, "I've been on the grind." You know, almost kind of suggesting this is something we can expect from him as we get ourselves started. Let's go as we see NaVi MOUZ into the pistol on Mirage. Let's see how this first clash boils out. A lot of people have been whispering about the P2K, saying it feels even spicier on CS2. We'll see.
Oh, it's so funny with a lot of these takes at the moment, right? It's hard to multi-kill on the CT side. Wide switch, orb is nerfed. Let's stop jumping to conclusions and let's see how it all plays out. There is a flash that was in the hands of Blade, has made it over toward Alexi, and well, exertion with that P2K. Proof in the pudding. There it is. P2K, best pistol in the game. Confirmed.
He's going to get 2 more as well. There's another Glock hunting on towards that B site. Alexi B goes and pokes his nose in towards the apartments. That's a bit of a shame. Imet makes a bit of a sound cue, but no one within earshot.
Good info for Blade.
Thank you. And there's a headshot. Alexi B into B. Looking for more as JL running out of bullets. He comes knocking out of the Palace position. Frozen having a duel. It's 2 duels on 2 fronts at the same time with 2-man advantage, soon to be even more so as JL cut down out of the round, and down goes Ime as MOUZ make light work of the pistol.
Okay, well, there should be a big favour for MOUZ in this one, as the devs were just discussing. You can see they didn't even really want to get stuck into the conversation, and you can understand why. Nexius, jumping in for Jimmy, he is an active Counter-Strike player, and that's not to say that somebody like Blade doesn't have the brain for it, but when we're talking about a game where you have to hit bangers and maybe some mash like that, you need someone who's going to have a bit of firepower. Stepping in the shoes of Simple, so also a very, very difficult task. Unfortunate the GOAT can't be here. We'll see here if NaVi can put up any resistance, because this is an important game. You win this, you're into the playoffs.
Gosh, yeah, and I mean, the gift of JL's performance in that first game, of course, that was a best of 1. It's a different kettle of fish. Is that a fair assessment? Best of 3, and the opponent as well, MOUZ. You're expecting to see these guys flying high, and the fact that Nexius is, of course, an active player, easier to plug him into the system in terms of his read of the game. I think that was what Blade was insinuating with his interview with Heku.
Must feel like a bit of a dream for him, though. The call up last minute. Here he's going to get some pressure. Underhand smoke, exertion. How many can you find? The Famas in hand, and farms the first. Gets found by Emma. Now the MP9 can... Oh, no, it's not needed. Torji's here. Cleaning house, and will just be JL to find.
Yeah, nothing really for him there. Nice eagle recovery, but it doesn't really get a chance to pull the trigger. Frozen collects.
I like the headband.
I think it's a good look.
I think, you know, because in tennis it's quite prolific across... Was it Pat Cash?
Yeah, well, don't forget about Beckham. You know, I mean,
yes.
He started many a trend. Remember the Mohawk trend?
Yeah, all right. So JL, if everyone in the Counter-Strike community starts wearing the headband, we can throw that one over to JL and his cultural impact.
And there is another trendsetter on NaVi in Alexi B. He started the Pearl thing, apparently. And JL not wearing his today either as we get ourselves into the gunny. See what that bonus SMG and FAMAS gets done. LCB, catching flag from the FAMAS, immediately humbled. Exertion, just 1 bullet out of the FAMAS and successful.
Yeah, that's kind of hamstring Alexi for the rest of this round. Mid-control not being garnered, and a lot of smokes have been used. That's the 4th thrown out already. So Imet with the blast in his hands, and as I mentioned, no space to be taken off of the early jaunt in middle. They will have to have a slow mid-control. Imet out through the underpass. And playing off of the key is MOUZ, as you can see, aiming for these extremities. They've leered up in towards apartment. Shui hyper-aggressive with this MP9. The same thing can be said over towards B. Bit timing. Cruel Mistress, and now Shui has given up the game. Can rotate back, and he can even get back in towards the site here. So
he's chosen not to. Interesting that he's actually gone forward for his very favourable exchange. And yeah, just like that, catches JL off guard and upgrades his weapon for free. Blade spotted out, Frozen. Communicates that nicely. It's a messy one from Bit. He commits to the spray, does eventually convert, and Frozen spots out Blade returning towards that connector position. Now Alexi B, we talked about that damage inflicted. Blade put to rest, and the round falls into place nicely. That bonus with 4 alive, even hoovering up an AK upgrade.
Yeah, once you're in that position, if you're Shui, right, you can rotate back towards site, sure, but MP9, fantastic weapon for the job close range. And if they wanted to follow through, yeah, you could say he has the advantage. So great work from them. And the ebbs and the flows of MR12 is also something that we're going to have to see start to come onto our screens, how the game's going to play out. Been some tight ones here, some double OTs, some OTs. So we've still been getting longer matches, but we also have Vertex in the server today who are just getting blown out. I think that shows you that the status quo, Alex, hasn't changed too much. If you're a good Counter-Strike player, you're still a good Counter-Strike player. Yeah,
which I think was something that, you know, was brought into question by some individuals. No doubt about it when you look at the results and just how close these games have been in the level pegging teams. Blades hunting on the Deeg. I'd love to see more of that, but see what he can get done.
No, where's his skins? Does he not have any skins?
No.
No skins for Blade?
He's got no skin in the game, as it were.
For him, he must be like, guys, come on now. I don't even play any deathmatch. No, I don't know. Maybe Blade does. Maybe he still does. Maybe
I remember an interview where they did ask about that, and Blade essentially doesn't really boot the game anymore. The game is entirely, he's downloaded it into his brain, you know, so he's theory crafting exclusively in his own offline version.
Yeah, understandable. And I think for those maybe who have come into Counter-Strike in the recent history, you have to remember Blade has been doing this for an awfully long time.
Yeah.
Used to be an in-game leader of Flipside. They always came up with some very unique tactics. That was back in the day when, you know, even Simple was on the Flipside squadron. It's a long time ago now as we're back into the guns. Top mid control to be looked for once more.
Yeah, 2 smokes thrown out by the T side, so window and top mid.
See how annoying that is, though, on the fringes of these smokes. If Exertion and other players are going to be able to do the same thing, trying to manufacture these gaps for information. Here comes JL.
Oh,
and there he goes.
Lethal from Shui. He takes them both down on the A side. He's not done as well, going looking for answers in mid. Georgie, good find onto Imet. MOUZ, they're making this look far too easy right now, just ripping through NaVi on their default spread.
Yeah, with the ESL Pro League final under their belt against NaVi, as they just pointed out, must be very confident in knowing that Simple's not in the server. That is even going to be bolstered. So you can see these type of peaks that they're going for. No issues. Very confident now. Even with Nexius in the server in lieu of Jimmy, who had a great show. He was very confident over there at Pro League.
I think every time we had, you know, MOUZ in the server, there was a question of when's Jimmy going to have that game or that tournament, and he certainly had it over at the ESL Pro League finals and playoffs agenda. That's frozen.
I just want Blade to get a kill.
Yeah.
Just one.
Oh, they will. There will be a kill. I'm saying that with a degree of conviction, but the fact that JL hasn't even got one yet,
yes,
that is concerning. MOUZ, they've come in with a point to prove here, and understandably so when you consider what's at stake here.
I think something else that is probably worth discussing, and something that I might upset a couple people here, but it's what, 8, 9 a.m. at the moment in Europe. These players have been here for a couple of days. They've played a best of one earlier today. Now this is the jet lag factor that might come into conversation. I know it's a great excuse that people like to throw around from time to time, but you know, I made sure I had an extra nap this morning, knowing that we were going to be doing the late shift in the couple of best of threes, to make sure I had all the juice required. These guys didn't have that same luxury. I was talking to JL outside the hotel this morning after Brekkie, and we talked about that in terms of, like, you know, what's your slot, how does it feel? And he was saying he's very grateful that they're not in the last best of 3 slot. Okay.
He'd rather do the 12:30 start and then go in for this best of 3 in terms of still having the energy. I mean, I've always been, you know, pessimistic about the jet lag excuse. As I sit here, though, feeling like a zombie, I can understand it. I can empathize. It's a big shift. There's 9 hours difference between Sydney and Central Europe. Yeah. So, you know, it is going to cause a couple of issues, and especially for somebody like JL, who is the heart and soul of the team as far as the Good Vibe tribe goes. Here's Emma looking for an opening, aggressive through the smoke, with disperse, and well, there it is. On to Emma, and another one comes through. Yeah, that's the JL Deeg. He did some naughty things against Apex. Bits done some more. Great headshot onto Torji, but still feels like the A site's going to be hard to control. I say that. Blade, ooh, went wide with that rifle. He recovered. Loses it now. They're going to disperse the smoke. Shui does go down 2-bit. Good catch. That's a bomb plant. It's unlikely this leads to a round, but it is a 2-on-2. A headshot would go a long way. Alexi takes a pot shot on the Deeg, and that rifle in Bits' hands. There's a molly, though. Nexius just has to plant this. Lob it in. Yeah, He's not using it. They're actually looking for the fights. That would be the perfect piece of utility to win this round. He's even got a smoke as well if he needed it. Now they know where you are. Finds the rifle. eslcsgo finds the headshot. He hasn't used the molly. There's an opportunity. Nexius, he does deliver. And so MOUZ continue on this spree. 6-0 as it stands.
Okay, well, we don't have the 8-7 halves anymore, but they've already secured 50% of the rounds in the first half, so this is tidy work, especially from Shuey, just staying calm under pressure. Lots of bodies coming his way. And Exertion also off to a good tournament in the early stages, so this is very good signs for the young MOUZ. And there was a big conversation about them winning Pro League and then coming across here and carrying this confidence going into the new title. And it seems to be going wonders. An Org out for Frozen, that's something we're seeing a lot of. We saw it in the Yonshiping qualifiers online, a whole lot more Org, a whole lot more Krieg being bought as well.
Here's some more smoke play for you. That little edge that can be dispersed upon your own bullets. Doesn't look like anyone's going to test him yet, though. Alexi forced to extinguish. Takes safe haven for a moment within his own smoke. Does look like NaVi want to try and keep testing this A site. They've had very little successes so far on that side of the map already, really, to be honest, anywhere in this map.
Yeah, the highest fragger is bit with 3.
Yeah, and I think those came majority from that lost round prior.
Great weapon for the job here. Nice flash. Not. Shuey gets first contact.
Yeah, and Shuey drives first great. Should go down here. You'd think Fit's got him dead to rights. Does pull it across the line still now. Not a clean one for NaVi, but they have got a man advantage. Ooh, that could have been lost just there. Imet had the bomb in his hands. Burning now. Exertion brought low. But they're into the site and the bomb's going down. This looks like the best opportunity for NaVi to find themselves off of that goose egg. Posturing for a potential retake. Oh, that molly forces him wide. A missed shot from the AWP, but eslcsgo lives on. This is their round, baby. NaVi converting it. Contributions from all of the names you'd need. Bit, Ima, and JL with a frag each.
Yeah, surprising Alexi able to stay alive there. I feel like he should have been dead to rights. Exertion looking to do a little bit of damage. Hanging around in CT spawn. Will take down Ima, maybe an AK upgrade. Loitering for this now, and he has been pinned. There is a position of JL. Hearing the steps, looking for the fight, and catches a great timing. So Exertion will not get away with his life, but he should be able to maintain this AWP. And still plenty of money for another buy. So there it is, the first round for NaVi, but still yet to see Blade get a kill. Come on, Blade. Come on.
It's coming.
How old is Blade now?
Well, I think 63. That would be my guess.
Well, you reverse. 36.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
close.
You were reading backwards. That's all right. Yeah, he likes that one, doesn't he? It is always one of these less than desirable situations when the coach has to be called in.
Yeah, but it can lead to some iconic moments.
Yeah, we've had what have we had? Threat, Zonic. The list really goes on.
Yanko Deeg. I'll always remember the Yanko Deeg.
If Cyclone had to play, if he had to jump in, I'd be all right. Cyclone was playing, you know, a couple years ago. It's not like Blade. I think the last time Blade was playing was Trace. What did he say? I think it was 2,000 years ago. I think.
Yeah, that's specific.
And then the pyramids came into discussion.
But I did like the observation that he's competed in every iteration of Counter-Strike Online.
That's quite nice.
That's nice.
Very
That's
nice.
a very short list.
That's why Simple didn't come. He said, I want Blade to play in every version.
Shout out Blade one time. 0-7 as it stands, heading into our 8th round. And NaVi, they are off and out of the gate now. First round on the board. Torji's on that AWP, looking for some friction in mid. It is just going to be eslcsgo parked across on that tap.
Still very standard openings, like window smoke, top cat smoke. CT's drop one of their own to try and make things a little bit more prickly. Working on this mid control, flash towards connector. Ima steps out underpass. Standard CS so far.
Yeah, he's going to take that first fight. Ima's the one looking for it. Exertion's safe though, just jiggling out. All the tip of the head was spotted. Torji confirmed towards the connector position. Exertion, he's flirting with some aggression. He's thinking about it. The HEs are in, chipping away at their health. But there it is, a nice opening for NaVi. Imez caught the AWPer. Shuey to fill the void. Bomb still top mid, a minute left in the round. eslcsgo underneath the window position. It's JL. In eyes with him, just staring at that ramp smoke, anticipating aggressions, but it's rather light on that A side of the map. Smoke will be clearing, and it's Shuey that, tried to clear out eslcsgo, loses his life. A heavy advantage for NaVi now.
Blade's got his... No, that was Bit.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was Blade. So Bit and Emma's name put together, and from this distance, it looked like Blade. Is it a save? It has to be.
I would assume so. Well, if they're allowed to. Nice catch from Alexi. Gets his second in the round. And just frozen with his AUG. But yeah, I saw that Apex clip with the AUG, like that. You know when you jump up on the little wooden Ghibli in window?
Yes.
And you can, because you're on such a elevated angle, you can just spam your AUG and see through the smoke at your own discretion. This Ghibli here, what would you call that? You're a workman.
Yeah, horse comes to mind. It's got something else though. It's been a while since I've done any type of actual labor, so it has evaporated. It's not necessary information these days.
If you guys do and are familiar with labor, let us know what the wooden horse is called. I think it is.
I just googled horse thing. Oh, saw
horse.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay, cool. But yeah, if you stand on the sawhorse, you can actually disperse the smoke with the AUG. Get a lot of information.
I'm pretty sure. But I will concede I may also be wrong. I really wish that Valve would do a much nicer in-game overlay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It would be nice.
But
we're using the classic ESL one right now.
Look at Torgy. I do love some of the aggressive moves he's been pulling off. I mean, especially when you're watching towards the playoffs of Pro League. He doesn't stop. He will hit any team, doesn't matter who you are. He'll go for his flight paths, go for his aggressive openers, and this time he hasn't found anything. Can actually... Oh! Could have. Ime, though, on the elevation, saves his teammate. For a moment, Alexi B does get caught by the frozen spam.
Might have another one here.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, Ime completely asleep at the wheel. Did not see that on his screen. Dead now into a 2-on-2.
Bomb's still got to make it to the side.
What's going on? One CT, but Blade's planting on A.
Well, default plant.
It's perfect for CT.
It's all on JL.
Yeah, it is. But if Blade can live, their backs are turned. This play is rewarded. JL closes. NaVi another. And he's found his voice once more. He's found his frags once more.
Hugely important round. The money over there is very, very fragile for MOUZ. Might even have to be an eco scenario. There is money for Frozen. There is money for Nexius for a bit of a buy, but the other three are going to be short change. So curious to see how they operate forward, but you can see it from this perspective. All seem to happen quite quickly. The fact that Ime did save with the kill onto Torji, that was huge, but still going to be able to secure the round, and they are actually going to be dropping a couple of rifles across here to make this one happen. So MOUZ have gone all in.
Got the early info on that mid-cross. What is that from Frozen? Gets 2 for the price of 1. And nearly another. You can see Ime nearly got escorted off the premises with that MP9 of Shui.
I just noticed with some of these mollies, they're sparkly, right? They're quite bright, and it still can be difficult to see behind them. So the fact that Frozen gets away with a double there, massive work, as we're just discussing, the finances becoming a bit of an issue.
Not for Frozen, nails that. And you can see it's really taken the wind out of the sails of NaVi.
Got a strong position. If they try and return to B, Nexus should be good for 1. Now, a lot of people are talking about the Pika's advantage being massive at the moment and making sure that you're staying in transition, staying moving, staying active. So you can see, sure, he's on the jiggle, but they get caught off guard with a swing. So we'll see how NaVi want to move themselves back into this round. All three congregating top middle.
Yeah, let's see what is in store for this one. 45 seconds. A re-smoke onto window.
Re-split.
And Torji. Yeah, this smoke is perfect, but oh, that little bit of leg. A little premature from JL. Wasn't expecting the AWPer holding that line. He's been punished for it. I like this from him, though. Trying to make the hero play. Low HP, found the gap. 25, and him and Alexi B might have something to say. Torji, though. Oh, he's been spotted. That information only goes one way. Ime could open up this B-bomb site now. With 14 seconds left, though, that bomb isn't too far away. It's too far gone.
Alexi has to start moving.
Yeah, knife out now. Can he get the bomb into the site? 1 kill from Nexius, and that is the round. Locked on in. Ime could die after time. Ooh, close. Very close.
Yeah, if Alexi just had a little bit more ground, or let's say there's a few more seconds on the clock, that could have been possible. Did he die after time?
Yeah, 3,100 total. Everyone else has got 6 grand.
Okay. Well, that was just. Here's the double again. You can see, yeah. Beautiful from Frozen, right to the head of Bit there. Nexius, the round-winning kill. Oh,
Really?
okay.
Maybe he just had less money. I didn't get to catch it, but yeah. Poor old Imet. He's been dropped a rifle, so everything's fine. This is what I was talking about. Shui, he's already found a frag.
He's staying very active, isn't he, with a lot of these peaks?
Yeah, it's going to hamstring the NaVi attack again right out of the gates.
Could be up for a 9-3 half, MOUZ.
Yeah, this is already looking pretty said and done. This is NaVi's pick as well. Torji staying dynamic. Posted up now on the B apps, previously catching their pincer out mid.
I'm excited for Inferno up next.
Me too.
See how that's being played. We saw some of the tricks Fnatic were bringing to the table against Cloud9.
Yeah, I think Inferno, considering how much it's, you know, stringent on smokes and delaying, etc., I think that's going to be the one that we see more of a meta shift. This one, however, does seem to be playing rather similarly. Okay, they are testing with these dissipated smokes. They didn't get any info on that one towards Connector. But trying to tip the scales back in their favor. It's Imet. Boosted up, a great catch from JL from that ladder room. Shui cut down, a 4-on-4. Blade has the bomb on his back, and Imet gap no longer. Frozen catches him walking around. Torji onto JL as well, and this already is dire straits for the remaining two. It's barely enough time to get to the bomb site. Never mind get past Exertion. Job done. Round 1, 8 in the bag for MOUZ.
I think this is going as expected so far. Not too much of a ruckus being made from NaVi. It will save. There is going to be enough money to get buys for the majority of the members. Alexi, Blade have more than enough, and I think expect some Galils to fill the gaps for this final round of the first half.
He's happy to take these opening exchanges, and I mean, some people have been complaining that, you know, for the CT side, that can be difficult if you are just set up on an angle. Perhaps that's one of the reasons why we're seeing these opening aggressive gambits out of the CT side.
Yeah, well, the CT side was already quite active towards the end of the meta anyway, but I think now just the framing of, you know, not standing still, making sure you're the one searching for the fights, especially with things feeling foreign and searching. Torji pinned towards Connector, has taken a little lick of damage. Shui's gone down again in search of an opening frag.
Yeah, just through the smoke this time. Imet catches window.
Ooh.
Oops! Ooh.
Bit of an eyebrow raise there from Exertion. This is the thing, some of the stuff that happens, we don't even know if it's the player that did it, if it's the game that did it, right? Some things are going to be bug related. There's boosts that are issues in towards B.
They're just accelerating. Exertion's dead too. This is going to work out. This is going to boil out nicely. It's only really Torji with a chance to voice concerns in a 2v4. It's unlikely they even give it a look in unless these frags had connected. Frozen, he does go down, and Torji, yeah, the 1v4 might be asking a little too much of the AWPer, but he's interested.
Has to go for it.
He's going to have a little bit more of a look. What's he got for us? Nothing, as Bit secures it, and a respectable half. In the end, it's NaVi's pick. They've got 4 to work with as we swap sides. It looks like MOUZ could be in close proximity to the first map of this series.
How you guys going with CS2? Obviously, you know, it's been, I assume, difficult for you guys to get scrims and stuff like that. How's things feeling with CS2?
Yeah, I feel like it's just like in the beginning now, like it's just all about trying new stuff and just, you know, going with the flow and kind of just testing out new things and just seeing how that works. I don't think there's like a lot of stuff we can go off on like right now, but I think, yeah, it's just about feeling how the game is going to feel in this event and then going on from there.
Coming into CS2 and everything like that, is it just across the board feeling good?
Feeling a bit different, obviously. I think everyone's super excited and hungry and just playing a lot because we have a young group. But been a few hectic days. Also have a stand-in for this event.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Yeah.
So do we know what the situation is like with that? Is that going to be a world where maybe he's going to come back and get involved after, a couple of days, or is it not looking likely that he's going to make it at all to Australia? Do you know yet?
At the moment, it's not looking likely.
Right.
But if he gets his visa in time, we're flying him in straight away. Yeah.
The hot question is CS2. I was talking to Elige on a podcast just the other day. He said it's going to be madness. Boys, I'm tired. I just landed this morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to excuse myself for my lack of words here. But we're talking about, right, CS2. Do you think it's going to be all results are out the window for this one?
For sure, I think it's going to be a little all over the place. I mean, still some teams probably going to try to, or not try that, but they will keep the level. But I think still a lot of matches might be all over the place just because it's a MR12, like we're just all getting used to it pretty much. And yeah, it's like a big, like a rookie tournament.
Okay. And you are missing one of your boys. You're missing Jimmy. Jimmy's not going to be here. So what's the new lad got to offer?
Yeah, I mean, Bram is coming instead of Jimmy, and we didn't play a lot with him actually. I mean, we played like 2 days of practice. So it's going to be interesting, But yeah, I think we will just have fun. We told him just try to get comfortable, enjoy it, and yeah, I think he can show what he can do here. So
Okay, and you're an AWPer, so how do you find AWPing in CS2? Everyone's saying they're moving really fast, the AWP's no good. Do you agree with that sentiment?
yes, I think it's really hard to hold angles. It's pretty difficult, but I think we just need to get used to it, I guess.
Yeah, all right. But it's LAN. It's LAN CS2. Do you think that'll be any different?
Yeah, actually, I was talking to my friends, and that was the only thing because that's like I think ping matters a lot now in CS2, and I'm pretty interested how it work out in LAN. I think it will be actually good. So yeah.
Group A, IEM Sydney, g'day, and maybe goodbye to NaVi's hopes of getting themselves a playoff spot. That's right, playoffs on the line, and Blade standing in for Simple. Not an easy one, rather large shoes to fill for the coach of NaVi. We've got ourselves MOUZ with 8-4 for NaVi as we swapped on sides, and I've got Chatty B with me. What's your expectations for the second half? Do you think the CT side fares better for NaVi?
Well, yeah, you would hope so, but with the 1xBet odds on screen right here, I think this is just MOUZ's map to take,
right.
MOUZ's series to take. I think it's very difficult to be playing with a coach, so it's hard to get too excited knowing that we also have the ESL Pro League victory for MOUZ. I know they have a stand-in as well, but everything should be falling in their favor as window smoke will land. Pressure out mid.
Lots of Glocks and lots of headshots. Bit delivers. Good pair of frags. He's got a third as well. Bit the headhunter.
Frozen has a lot of space, but we need a multi-kill.
Yeah, he needs them both there. He gets the info and a clean one on the first, but multiple angles. Too much for one man to handle.
Open sight right now. Shui might be able to get a plant. Alexi, how much of this is going to hear? Mouth moving. Must have heard the steps. So, Shui, you are noted. Do you have an opportunity to plant the digits?
If he'd have jumped straight on it, doesn't look good anymore. Great goosh. JL low. They're coming in from every angle now. Every single angle. Blade with the bait shot. Could be an opportunity for him to take a kill. Get him, Blade. Get him. Stolen by him. But that's important. A pistol now. NaVi going to be able to close that gap.
All right, well, a nice one there from Bit. Some fantastic shots over towards Connector to kick off the round. You could see MOUZ just trying to swarm and take full mid control here, but we're absolutely denied. Taking head after head, so good shooting from Bit in this one. Now, there was no plant, so we'll see how MOUZ want to operate forward. Will it just be a full Glock eco into the AKs of the next? That is looking very likely. So everybody making sure they hold on to about that 2K mark. You get the loss bonus of 2,400 coming into the next round. You can get your AKs out, a little bit of light utility. And with that in mind, Emma, more than happy to stand forward and farm anybody aggressively towards a mid peak. You've got Bit over towards A, Blade playing connector, JL short, and Alexi B caretaking the B bomb site. Apt in the name.
Yeah, right. Alexi A would be somewhere else.
They have the bomb over towards Palace on the back of Shui, so this might be another one of these situations. Milk out the util, force the CTs to have to reinvest into the next, and then see if you can throw your bodies at the site and get that bomb down for a little bit of extra cash.
There could be a plant if you can get, yeah, Bit, unfortunately, he's successful in his first venture, and yeah, he's not had any trouble with the second. As that chance for a plant has now really run dry. Shui, though, finds himself a different coloured Glock. Maybe that's the one. Nope, not to be. As you do get that nice second round. So the gap continues to close, but now it's time for the AKs to come back out.
So this is where we would hope to see a shift for MOUZ. Now, a 2-round game at this juncture. Insane how quick it seems to have closed with the pistol and the conversion. Both teams winning their CT side pistol. And the rounds for NaVi came late within the half. They managed to pick up 4 of the last 6. So once we got past the halfway mark. 3 towards window to start the round for NaVi. U2 looks like it's being lined up towards A. You've got Bit playing over towards the balcony position. Remember, Blade will be the one who has to chip in combination to assist Bit if necessary. Here comes the A execute. U2 flying over, Bit on the balcony, calling for support, flashes, JL down.
Yeah, Bit needs a multi-kill. The flashes are good, and so is the shooting too. And he gets away as well. I spoke too soon. Frozen finds his head just as he descended the ladder there. torchy, first man in, realizes he doesn't want to commit to that as he's got the bomb now on his back, retrieves that. 3 on 3, smoke on Con. Blade got a decision to make.
Interesting that they've thrown that forward there. The smokes were fading, so understandably so, but this makes the CTs think they're like layering in towards A to take a little bit more space. As Imma investigates from Ticket, can call things clear. But the over-rotation back towards B may cause an issue. Everybody from MOUZ now starting to reassert dominance towards this A ramp position, frozen through Palace.
Yeah, Blade's not hearing anything. He can push a ramp, but still it is only Imma here. The flash from Frozen will be the go sign. Oh, actually, no, they're just having Exertion clear it out. This is even better. It's unannounced. Imma has no idea just how much control they have now. He goes, look at it, he gets a face full of lead. A big one from Exertion. And the rest should be locked on in. Nice tags from Alexi. Did chip a little bit off of Torji's health. But they have CT control. They have the man advantage. Alexi B and Blade trying to take the shape of some form of retake. Frozen the one ready to take first contact. And the double setup. Torji's even lending a hand, holding that cross to Frozen's position. The nade looks good, does do some damage, but not going to win the round. A nice one from MOUZ. And a double from Exertion.
Okay, well, that was a very well played round there. They didn't rush the issue. Took the exchange on A, paused, walked back out. Well, some great shooting to get themselves on towards that A site. Imma had absolutely no idea. This is the shot from Exertion that essentially secured the deal. Bit of a smoke into the side of a teammate there, but they played around it nicely and get themselves up to 9. So a 3-round advantage as NaVi can limp back in with another buy. Blade onto a Scout, MP9 for Alexi, rifles for the rest. Maybe more of the same for MOUZ here. Nexius dealing with any B pushes. Util over towards A as a flash at the ready. Torji will take space off the back of it.
It's really Blade's responsibility. He's going to play full retake A, go wrap around maybe, yeah, leaning towards B. So if MOUZ were to walk into A, which they are doing, it's woof, light work for Frozen. Puts one into Imma and down goes Bit, just like that. They've got the A site, they've got the 10th round, one would assume.
Should be a save for NaVi if they can, but that was... Okay, maybe they can't. Nexius takes JL, Alexi down, now it's just Blade's Scout, and does he even really want to hold on to this? They were trying to get full mid control. They went out there, they had multiple bodies from NaVi clearing out mid, and in the meanwhile, MOUZ were just taking space on A. There you have it, Blade down, round secured, just 3 more now. We move on to Inferno as the next, Ancient if we need it as the third, and we also have that secondary stream going on right now with Mac and Jim bringing you all the action. That was the Vertex versus Apex series. Now Vertex copped an absolute hiding to start off the day, and then on to the first map of their series, lost 13-5, but are putting up a bit more of a fight on Anubis, so you can check that one out if you're interested. It will just be starter pistols for NaVi to contend against MOUZ in search of their 11th, and well, as they do send Nexius over towards the B side, he's not going to find an awful lot. You can see Frozen also ready for any pushes towards A, but yeah, no one jump spotting. Not really a whole lot to report as Shui has called them forward towards middle. They have control with ease. Connector and window smoke in unison. And Frozen, he might be the only one to walk into danger. One spotted, knows it's Blade, so that's the connector player.
Yeah, he's not in a hurry, is he? Well aware of the potential for a USP stack. Oh, the sound he's been given. He can get overrun here, and he has been. It's JL that will finally put him down. A rifle retrieved. Alexi B down to Shui. Nice find upon the fade. As yeah, the B site's being cleared out as I speak. You can see Nexius just sweeping through. Bomb now will make its way over towards that open bomb site. Just exertion trying to take that rifle away, and bit no armor, and still manages to get away with that first.
With the 2400 loss, 2 AK saves would be great here.
Oof.
How hard are you going to hunt for this? You know both of them have been able to pick up AK-47s. You've got plenty of cash in the coffers with the win bonus about to come your way for MOUZ for another buy, so this is secure. Bit JL looking to retain these, and while the bomb halfway gone, we can take stock of this one. 4 rounds in the first half for NaVi, pistol conversion. And now it is all the conversation about MOUZ to close things down. It is a little bit unfortunate that this is the status quo. It doesn't.
Sure.
Whereas we have the next game coming everybody's way, Vitality versus FaZe, and that's an elimination game. So that one has everything on the line. Loser of this will not be eliminated from IEM Sydney just yet. They'll have more opportunities to play in the lower bracket of Group A. The winner will put themselves into that seeding match. So I wonder if MOUZ qualify for the arena, if Jimmy will be able to get everything sorted and make it here in time for the playoffs. That would be quite magic for the young lad. Heavy mid presence from MOUZ. Want to extend this and take again.
That was Blade. Did some damage. Exertion limping. Torji hunting. Oh, yeah, unscoped. Nice catch from JL. Profits, and NaVi, they've got a leg up here. Exertion not one to be easily dissuaded from the hunt, despite only having 20 HP thanks to Blade. Maybe he can finish the job as well. Nexius, woof, opens up the B site. They're going to overlook JL. They're going to overlook him. When does he choose to strike? When does he release that crowd key? Nexius is not looking his way, but he's playing the long game. He's waiting for the round-winning frag. They'll just take Nexius down. Frozen safe from the potentials double up. MOUZ, they're running out of players. Bit will finish off Blade's handiwork. Frozen perhaps going to be overlooked by being so hidden for so long.
If he can kick up a fuss, though, right? If he can get a kill or two and keep the distraction, force the rotation, Shui's gone all the way around Palace. So there is a gap, and, well, that may have closed now. Great shot from JL. Blade at the ready, just turned away. Shui can't get it done, and, well, there you have it. Blade is on the board. The coach turned player, in lieu of Simple, gets his first kill. Very, very deep into the game, but there you have it.
He's on the board.
Finally. There was Torji getting caught a little bit off guard by that jump up. JL had a great round. Completely undetected. This one on low HP as well, so beautiful work. And Blade liked the look of that. So let's see. NaVi, can you work your way back into this?
Well, that's not the dream start for sure. Opening exchange this time favors MOUZ. I say that as Imet immediately finds a response. Exertion's next on the naughty list. Good catch. Finds him aggressive towards the connector position. We've still got 90 seconds left in this round, but it's a 4v3 already. Nexius crawling towards the underpass. Imet wants to check him, but covered nicely. Shui from way downtown catches Imet through that smoke.
It must be so annoying. Going for a standard play, getting found as Nexius has this space. JL peers in. Flash over and gets caught off guard. Beautiful teamwork right there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room now. Bit in the sandwich position and a clean headshot onto Frozen. He's played that beautifully. He knows he's got a bit of room to maneuver. Spots another towards that window position. Alexi B's fully pushed out the B apps. He's coming for a bit of a flank here. Timing could favor him here. Shui still in mid with that bomb. If Shui goes down, this gets very uncomfortable for Nexius. That is an if though, Shui.
Dead to right.
Yep, walking, not ready, dead now, bomb lost. It's up to the new boy, the stand-in, Nexius from the academy. Solid haul so far, 8 and 8. Now he can give himself an opportunity to really make a name for himself here on the IEM Sydney stage. What have you got for us? Molly behind. Oh, will force a swing. Both of them, though, at the same time. A little too much for him to stomach. And NaVi, another CT round now on the board. 4 total.
I don't like that either. They need to fix that in the CSTV, Go TV. So if the map is up, this is for everybody playing at home. if you have map full screen, you can't press tab while the map's up. That's very annoying.
It's killing me.
That feels like it's something that should be able to fix quite quickly. Volvo, please.
Don't worry, I reckon MC's going to make us a macro tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Just put it on his...
Give him more work to do.
his to-do list.
Not enough fires going on.
Day.
Well, Cyclone, this is quite a serious little look on the face here, so there is a sketchy buy ahead if they wanted to invest. The loss bonus coming through into the next will be 2,400. You've got Shui at the top end with 4.9 and a couple of members with just over that 3K mark. Exertion at the low end with 1,900.
Yeah, the real reason Blade's playing is because they took away one of his timeouts. He needed to have more time on the mic. That was a joke, not a good one.
Hopefully somebody got it.
Yeah, let's go.
So there's 3 timeouts in regulation now. When you get to OT, I think you get 1 per OT.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, there's less rounds, right? MR12. In line with Premier.
How much damage are MOUZ able to inflict here?
Well, it's not a fight that favors JL when there's 3 of them running and gunning. Nice find from Blade. Actually takes down Exertion, and Imet adds another. There is a rifle in play, so keep your eyes on Shui. He's working through middle. He's lost his teammate there on A side, frozen down to bit, and there goes Shui's rifle. So not much damage in answer to your question, Chan, unless Nexus Stieg is going to get much more. Not to be.
Starting to get a bit scary now. I don't think it's as clear-cut anymore, and that's the 2 rounds definitely aiding in that little thought process there. But I think, you know, a few opportunities going amiss here for MOUZ, and working hard to get back into things are NaVi. JL, Bit, Emma, absolutely no slouch, and the same can be said for Alexi. Sure, he only has 6 kills to his name. Having to do a little bit more work, because you also wonder, are they just going to try and target Blade? And they have been playing quite quickly over towards Connector, and you've seen Emma and JL just dispersing the smokes, taking the fights, making sure they can't come and bully Blade.
A window smoke, so Blade throw a couple of bullets down range. 3 members of NaVi here tending to the mid-fight. It's a clean one from JL, precise into the head of Torji.
These 2 are just deathmatching in middle.
Every time.
Taking a lot of these fights, constantly staying as a jarring force, not letting MOUZ set up and get the territory that they're hoping for. And now that another kill has gone against them, they're working with a man disadvantage to get back into things and no space. Frozen's in Palace, Shui top mid, the other 2 towards underpass, so they haven't even applied any pressure elsewhere. Frozen has to be wary of a potential A ramp push. You can see Shui also considering exactly that, so you can see just how much space has been afforded for NaVi, and, well, they don't even really know it. Holding on to Molotovs, a smoke, a couple of HEs. This is looking very good for NaVi to make this a 10-round game.
He heard Alexi B jumping for info, so Exertion tries his hand at a pot shot upon the second jump. A panic molly doesn't quite land and hit the mark. Instantly bloomed there upon the bounce. That was odd. Shui showing off, gets the window smoke out.
They still have a couple of more of their own on the T side to work with. Staying very quiet. We're at about the 35-second mark. The go has to be soon. It will be an A split.
Testing Blade and Bit. The 2 Bs on A. Here comes MOUZ, all in one. Death Ball, Nexius 2. Good find as they all just burst onto the site. Irmer, he does manage to keep
15.
a little bit of something, but only for a moment. Great headshot from Frozen. Does need to plant, does need to be covered. Nexius already got 2, now a 3rd as well. And now JL up in the clutch. MOUZ to secure 12. And a handful, if you're a cartoon character perhaps, of map points.
Great round from Nexus. Absolutely massive stuff. That's 4 kills for him in a round where they lose the opening pick. Things are starting to get a little bit sweaty. Cyclone in the timeout. You can see a bit more of a stern face. And then they pull this one together off of the, what is he, 19?
So flash and go, yeah, and he hits every shot he takes. Lovely find onto Bit. He knows his announcement of his presence is going to lead to a re-peek or a peek out of someone else. Looking for that trade. Bit down. NaVi's hopes, perhaps with it. Because now they've got to do it the hard way. 3 in a row required.
Essentially operating without an AWP here, NaVi
Yeah.
as well. It's definitely not the place you want to find yourself. JL up and over.
I like the position, and so does JL. Very good find onto Shui.
So number advantage again.
Yeah, let's see if they can hold on to it this time. Little lick of the flame there on Exertion. Made for good measure, gets away from that one. They really want this mid control. They've got Torji at the top as well.
They could just try and play the same round as previous. If Torji can get away, get the bomb, they split A once more. Could boost over this. Looking to do so. And caught in the jump. Emma will take down one. The trade is there from Nexius. Can he find 4 kills yet again?
Certainly up for the debate. Frozen's been in Palace this whole time. Nexius kicking up enough of a fuss, a bit of a distraction. Frozen activates, doesn't manage to catch the timing, and he loses his head. Bit, good find. Forward position on the ramp side. Too much for them to handle as Nexius brought down. It's up to Torji in the clutch. He gets one. Doesn't seem ready for JL, and that's going to be now 10 for NaVi.
Ooh, okay, well, remember, the money's still not there. The loss bonus hasn't built for MOUZ, so they will likely be looking at a couple of upgrades here. It should not be the all-in shove. Again, mind your pennies, get the full buyout and see if you can take this across the line in a 13-11 fashion.
But still, I mean, this is a scoreline NaVi can be proud of. If Alexi B turns it on for these last couple of rounds, starts finding maybe just the one that hasn't been
If Simple's
present.
here, they're winning. Blade only has 2 kills.
Make no mistake.
Right. Aggression towards the ramp, Tech 9, can't get it done.
Oh! He's got him his help. They just melt on the ramp. This economical already. Diabolical. I say that. Wait, Torji, he could get the bomb across. Maybe with a good smoke, and it's a good spray. Imet didn't catch the bomb carrier. Torji, with just a fraction of health, caught by the flames, doesn't get that bomb plant bonus. And so with Alexi B's contributions, it comes down to the final round. Will we see another overtime here at IEM Sydney Day 1? Seems to be quite commonplace when the team's very much on an even keel. And over there in the picture in
It is close, very close as well. That's the second map, Anubis 11-11. Vertex might want to take this one to the third. As mentioned, that's with Mac and Jim. You can go check that out. Opening kill for Vertex in this one, so they could even get up to that magic number of 12, just like MOUZ. So we'll turn our attention back. As JL has brought out the AWP, must have heard us.
It could be a nice element of surprise, considering we haven't seen it on at all. And a good pick. It's Blade. Provides the opening kill for NaVi to take us to overtime. Now MOUZ are on that back foot once again.
That's 5 consecutive rounds where the opening pick has gone in the favor of NaVi. So getting the better in a lot of these opening exchanges. This was Torji's AWP completely removed, and as we mentioned, JL now with one in play could cause a whole lot of issues. As rerouting, joining Frozen over towards this A round. Emma clearing out mid completely.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of information. They just smoked off B-Abs as well. Emma going for a look, and the timing favors him now. Shui just had a glance. He's made a step. Emma knows there's someone here, and just as he switches to his nades, he loses his head. A 2-man advantage. Surely, this is NaVi forcing overtime. Blade, here's the commitment. Gun on, can't hit the spray, but JL's hitting AWP shots, 2 to be specific, and we're off to overtime.
Oh, that's going to feel so good. Considering how this game was at 8-4 in the first half, they pull it back, they get the pistol. It feels like MOUZ has them on the ropes. They're able to step up, and this has to just be all the credit thrown to the 3 riflers, Imma, Bit, and JL. You've got 22 for JL, 23 for Bit, 19 for Imma. All of them are finding impact, and as mentioned, opening kills in 5 consecutive rounds to close this half down and take us to OT. And this is where it can get crazy. Blade found impact there, the opening kill to start off the round, right? Okay, don't worry that he only has 3 kills. From this point forward, if he can get 1 a round, or, you know, 1 every 2 rounds, that's still going to be enough, because NaVi seem to have found a recipe of success. Window smoke. A bit more direct this time from MOUZ. Over towards B apartments with all 5 members, trying to do this as a unit. No more default spread, mid-control. That's off the menu. Full util, full rifle B execute looking like it's coming.
Yeah, safe from that initial HE. Alexi B's got a world of hurt coming his way. JL in support, perhaps. They can do something with this. Close proximity to the enemy. It's exertion swinging through, trying to take that first fight. Alexi B takes 2 on the first magazine. He's got JL in support, and this direct approach has fallen flat as a pancake. 1 consolation frag from Torji, but there you have it. NaVi will take the first of overtime.
That's like a wild move to go for as well, and the execute wasn't even that clean. It was mainly just a couple of flashes. The smokes came in late, and that's the first round of OT where you have a full buy, and that's the call. So the timeout to be called, and understandably so, from Cycrin. I think he didn't like the way they were approaching it earlier in the half when they were going for default spreads and being quite aggressive towards Connector, hoping that they could just bully Blade and get those kills and trade. So then they operated a little bit more, slow and as a unit and doing things a bit more by the book, and they got a couple of rounds. But now the game completely changes. And NaVi have done enough to force MOUZ into an extremely awkward position. So maybe thinking a little bit too far ahead were MOUZ, because I would say they're in hot water. This game is on. We're in OT. This is pressure moments. And the ult for JL to be posted again.
Right. I mean, from that,
with the buy once more.
From that 8-4 half, that pistol win starts to ignite hope, but you jump forward and you find them winning the first round of overtime. I mean, NaVi are actually in pole position to take their map pick. This is the new nade. It's nice to see Blade has been in the lab since the first game on Mirage. Didn't quite have that one down pat. He certainly does now. There's a lot of faith on Bit, isn't it? Just constantly leaving him relatively isolated. This time an exception. You can see that's an interesting smoke spread down towards the dark position as well. Ooh, Blade going for answers. Gets info. The AWP fired a shot. They know there's 2 round. May have seen the bomb on the minimap as well. It was on the back of Shui. Molly forces Frozen away from his forward palace position.
JL leaving the window room with the AWP, so where's he going to post that up? We still have a minute left on the clock. He looks like he's rotating over towards B. Nexius has gone down towards that fight with Imma and Connector. Exertion now trying to get something done, and Blade's going to get the better of him.
No scope required. Exertion falls foul to Blade yet again, and he's got the perfect weapon for the job. Bit's in trouble. Burning quickly, rapidly. Swinging was Imma. Past tense thanks to Torji's AWP. Blade fully blind. That was one hell of a flash. Vision restored. He's still alive, and perhaps this 2v3 is on. 30 seconds to work it out. Shui and Torji dumping nades and starting to try and sprint it over to the open B bomb site.
But this is the thing. The sight line from JL has been open this entire time. He knows that they haven't crossed towards the site just yet. He can rotate back. He's actually going around towards CT spawn. He's going to be coming from Ticket. Alexi investigates underpass, doesn't see anything. I'm not sure he's going to hear the steps from this range. They're going to be in towards the site, and if the AWP can set up, they might still lose this round. Bomb gets planted with seconds to spare.
Yeah,
this 2-on-3's on.
We know AWPs in those post plants can do an awful lot. Torji with 3 bullets left and 3 opponents to find. Perfection required unless Shui's going to be able to find 1 or 2, and it does look like he's in a prime position to do so. It's all about the timing, though. JL has that AWP trained on this exact
Blade's
swing.
bait.
He is bait. Loud and, well, not so proud. Shui, he's found
Got
JL.
the molly.
Oh, he does have a Molotov. Throws it on towards the bomb. Awkward now. No chance for Alexi B. He's just going to have to brave the flame. It's not going to work out for him. Not looking good. Forces Shui in to check it. But that's MOUZ equalizing now into OT.
Oh, Alexi going to be feeling hard done by there. Perfect bottle of flames left over for that moment, a round that felt like it should have been NaVi's.
Oh yeah, and I can't help but feel that perhaps there wasn't enough answers on A. JL rotating CT could have just perhaps hazarded a potential rotation to B, as the time was so thin. I think MOUZ just perhaps caught them off guard by the audacity
to go for a move like that. Exactly. With JL from jungle, right, he can see the site cross line.
Right, that's
but
what
he was the one to rotate away. The other guys, they could have potentially pushed out underpass aggressively, but this is the thing. I don't think they, as you mentioned, didn't completely believe that they were really like, going for a play like that.
You saw Alexi B looking underpass, and it was 13 seconds left. He's like, nah. Unfortunately for them, it was, and it works out wonderfully. MOUZ tie it up.
They're returning to what they did in the first round of OT here, but this time they've got Shui over towards the other side of the map selling something, as well as a little bit of mid-pressure. Here they come.
It's quick.
Just Alexi.
Alexi B doesn't have JL's help yet. I say that as JL rounds the corner, but they've already lost Alexi B. Great shot from JL, anticipating the swing, the fight from Frozen. There it is, back. Exertion. Good headshot.
Bombs in the open.
Imma in the smoke. Oh, he hears them retreating. He's right in front of one. An Exertion, quick to the draw. Shot from Blade on that AWP. Torji's going to take the fight comfortably. Puts Bit into a very uncomfortable clutch. I like that smoke. Gives him some options. Molly removes some of them. The sound cue is heard. Torji dead. Maybe there's more here from Bit. He doesn't really have the health. And 2, even with a Molotov on Shui, this seems like it's all set in stone now. Not going to stop Bit giving it a good shake of the stick. Time sensitive, really doesn't have time for all this, and Nexius confirms it. MOUZ, they will at least find 2 on their T side.
Yeah, and it's clear here that NaVi have made MOUZ kind of pull up their socks a little bit, which is great. The fact that they have to be tested in a game like this that does qualify you in towards the arena, it is important that you know, they don't just get a walk in the park.
Yeah, which at times in that first half it felt like it was going to be.
And that's where they're returning to now, the CT side, where more of the woes existed for the side of NaVi. I couldn't really get Blade activated. He didn't get a single kill in that first half. It's a lot harder for him to kind of dictate these fights. So I think it's going to be a tough time yet again as NaVi have taken their overtime timeout. I think that might even be the discussion. How are we going to get ourselves into a round like this early? We didn't find a lot of success in that first half. So the two of them, it is the brain trust. Get to talk to each other the entire time, but taking this 30 seconds just before we get back underway.
It's so funny to my brain just seeing a NaVi timeout and Blades doing the chat from the chair. It's peculiar.
I think that as well as being in the server, like, you know that you're up against it if you're NaVi. Right? You're sitting there, you're going, okay, well, yeah, we have Blade, right? We know that we just don't have the same level of firepower here. So that in itself is quite disheartening. But the attitude, the way that they approached that first game of the day, I think that was the thing that they could be proud of.
100%.
Whereas, again, then we bring in this jet lag factor. You know, you're going to be waning. Everybody needs to be on their best behavior.
Chewy, he's feeling himself there with a bit of look at an early aggressive maneuver.
And that is reminiscent of that first half. Chewy was constantly looking for fights over towards middle. Most of the time successful.
But they haven't chosen to give any of that this time in their opening T round. No fights in middle from NaVi. It's a kind of 3-2 spread towards the 2 bomb sides as it stands. Torji's AWP's been noted. That's info. You know, the AWP was B side. Gives you an understanding as to the potential setup. And we talked about middle. Well, they're going to be clearing it through now. Imet out of the underpass. Blade loudly stepping, stampeding into the sandwich position. He's just running and gunning, doesn't get anything from it. And just as easy as that, MOUZ have found frags all over the shop. It's only Imet in the connector that can give them some hope. He nails the first, and JL out the smoke could find some more. A messy spray. It's Nexius who's been contributing quite heavily in these last couple of rounds. A double kill from him, and now Imet cooking up trouble. 5 bullets. 1 to the head would be great onto Exertion. He knows where he is. He's trying to isolate him. He's actually caught him off a little bit there, but ooh, didn't find the headshot. And now 15 already in the bag. 1 away from MOUZ taking the first of this qualification series for those playoffs.
All right, well, now we go back to regular scheduled programming, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, that's happened a couple of times. Okay, we're showing a Miss Nate highlight package doing the poor kid like that, aren't we?
All right, EVS.
Well, all right. Yeah, we can put. We showed the kills as well, though. The lowlights and the highlights. Take the good with the bad.
As we should, the yin and the yang.
Shui, I was just having a quick look. He was extremely active in that first half. Managed 4 opening duels in his favor.
Okay, yeah.
So we weren't blowing it out our arse there. It was definitely the case. Extremely active over towards middle and connector, and Torji's AWP.
He's ready for this fight. Oh, they missed the molly. Missed the molly. Doesn't matter. Still awkward there. Imet just boosted up to his own demise. Put in the guillotine by his teammate. Nade to finish off the job. Looks like MOUZ have got this one in the bag as JL nails a nice wallbang onto Frozen Ticket. But yeah, Blade in the clutch. Strap in, folks. I am ready for this one. For with all the marbles in 60 seconds to try and piece this one together. Torji not having any of that. MOUZ, they'll lock it in, and their first match